Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In my previous video, I explained about the table tag in HTML. Today, we'll be looking about the demo of creating a table in HTML. So let's get started. I have kept the structure of HTML ready. Since we are going to do about table tag, I have mentioned the title as table tag. Now to do a table, as explained, we need to use a table tag. So we'll be writing a table tag. Now table tag is a container tag, so we need to have a closing as well. And this table tag is inside the body tag. Now we very well know whenever we read a table, it is in the form of rows and column. Each data is in the form of column and specific to that row. Our table, we have to first start with a row. So TR stands for table row. So we are writing a table row. Now every row needs to have an ending tag as well. Every table has something in heading for us to know what is a column going to come up for. So for that we need to use the tag called as TH, which stands for table heading. So in the table heading, we can mention anything that we want to come as an heading. So I'm just taking a simple example where I am going to take serial number, name of a student and which class he is in. So if I give my first column as serial number, everything is a container tag, so I need to close my table head. So now in my row, I have created my first column, which is a table heading as serial number. Now I give another where I give the as name and I close my th tag. Now if I want to mention a class, so I will mention class and I close my th tag. I have now a table in which I have started one tr tag which has three th tag. That's my table heading. So my first row has three th heading. That means it is going to have three columns. For those three columns, these are the heading. So my first row is ready. Let's run and see what output we'll get. You can see it has come serial number, name and class. But when you see this, it doesn't look like a table. So we have an attribute which is called as table border equal to a value. Any value starting from number 1 to any value you can give which can be taken as a table border. Only thing is the number as you increase, the width of the border keeps increasing. So now I have given table border is equal to 1. Let's run. You can see a border has come up for my table as well as for my columns as well. I have given table border is equal to 1. If I make it to 0, my borders will vanish. So if we don't give any attribute with the border equal to a value, that means it's by default a 0. So there's no border that comes in. So 1 is the start, and if you want the thickness to increase, you can keep increasing your table border value. So that is about table border. So our first row is ready now. But then my next row again, I have to start a tr tag. Now I don't have to write a th, I need to write a td. That's my table data. So we very well know whenever we see a table, the heading is bold. It's in darker color while the data is in the lighter color. So th does the work of that. And now in td, if I give my serial number as 1 and I need to close my td tag, then I start my next td and I give, for example, name as Alex and I close my td tag. Again in my next I give for class, for example, I give fy and I close my td tag. Then I close my tr tag. So now my second row is been done. So when I run, I can see the data has come. You can very well see that the table head, the data which was given with the table head is bold. The value as 1 lxfy is not bold and serial number, name and class is bold. Now let's write one more row. So I go for again a tr, I do a td and I give serial number is equivalent to 2. And then I give again a name. For example, I give name like Bob. and I close my TD, and then I again give TD and I write SY and I close my TD. Now I have given 3 data, but in this row I'm trying to create one more data. For example, I give Cbse and I close my TD. So let's see what is the difference that is coming. Past 2 rows I have given 3 data. Now over here I have given an extra value. So let's see how is the look going to be. So when I refresh, I can see one more column is added. So we come to know from this that we don't need to mention how many columns we need. Like when you are creating a table in a Word file, you need to go into the table section and select the number of rows and columns. Though with the help of tab, rows get added but columns don't get added. You need to add, then you have to insert one column. But over here, the number of TDs that you increase based on that columns will keep increasing. Now, if I don't want this specific section to keep look odd, what I need to do is I need to do a call span. So I want this class to be taken as a section of SYBSE as the heading itself. So I am going to extend this as call span. So I will come over here where class is written. I will be giving call span because I am going to do what? Column merging. So call span is equal to 2 because it is going to take class as 1 and this blank space is 1. So you have to give 2 as a value, then only it will merge as 1. Otherwise it will not be able to merge. So I have given call span is equal to 2. Now let's refresh. It should show class till that end of the BSE. So when we see, you can see the class has extended for 2 columns. So this is how your data gets highlighted as per call span. Now, if I try to insert one more information, I just copy this entire thing as it is and I try to paste it over. I try to copy paste my entire thing as it is, change the name. So I've changed to Alice, it is SY. So I am not trying to give any data over here. For example, I am not giving any data, it's going to come blank. And this is BSE and my row is ending. So let's see what is the output. So you can see the output has come in this format because I didn't give any data, my data has come blank. Now if for example my SY is common, so I want this to be merged together. So I am going to do what? Merging of row 2 and row 3. Not the entire, but only this column I am merging the row. So for that reason, I have to write it where my data is available. So I will go where I have written SY. I will go over here, give a space and write row span. So row span is equal to 2 because I want to merge 2 rows of a specific text. In my third row, I have given third, Alice and BSE. I have given 3 data, but I want my BSE to come into the fourth column only. I don't want it to take the part of third. I have not entered any value for the third. Since I have not given any space over here or I have not mentioned anything, it is taking the third data as it is. If I had given a blank empty space over here without any information, then it will take a blank space. But I don't want a blank space to appear. So for example, I'll try showing that. If I am not entering any data, I just give it as TD and I close it. I can see a blank space is coming. I do want a blank space. I want to merge this because my value is same. So in that case, I don't need to write this because it will be considered as another column, which I don't want. So what I'm going to do, I have to merge this SY. It has to merge the row, 2 rows together, but only for this specific column. So that this BSE comes exactly over here. So I'll have to write it for SY because this is what I want to do a merging. So I will come over here and give a row span now. So when I give a row span and I write the value, since I want to do it for 2, I refresh and I can see SY has taken the row of 2 row together and it has merged and shown me the value and my BSE has shifted to another section. So this is how you do a row span and call span based on the data that you want to alter and based on the way the input has to be shown onto the screen. The table has more attributes that is called as cell spacing and cell padding. So let's give cell spacing is equal to 5 and cell padding is equivalent to 5. So let's see what's happening in my table. You can see the table, every text is starting from the left hand side position and it is ending at the right hand side position. The th data as per the length of it, it is. Now this is merged two columns, that's why it is in the center. If it's not given any attributes as merging, row span or anything, it starts from the left and it ends at the right, and that's what is the width of it. I have given a cell spacing and a cell padding. It talks about spacing between the cells. Cell spacing means space between each cell which is there in the form of rows and in the form of columns as well. And when you talk about padding, padding means the distance between the border and the text which is there. Now let's refresh and see. Can you see there is a space that has come up? Each column and in each row there is a high space that has come. If you try to make it 0 to see what's the difference, you can understand. See, there is no spacing that has come. By default, the spacing is 1. So right now I made it 0. So there is no space that have come. So I make it to 5. So you can see each row and each cell is bifurcated separately. Same way cell padding. If I don't give any cell padding and I make it to 0, I showed you, right? The serial number starts with the left column and ends at the right. Exactly, there is no space in between. But when I give a cell padding equal to a specific value, my space between my cells from the border of my cell and my text, the value increases. If I try to make it more like around 10, my value will increase more. You can see the distance has kept on increasing. Same way, if I make this as 15, my space will keep increasing. So this is what is about cell spacing and cell padding. Depending on your needs, you can keep changing your data and you can keep altering your information based on that. We can give a background as well. So if we are giving for this specific BG color is equal to yellow for this specific row, then let's see how the output is going to be. You can see the color has changed to yellow. So you can make each row look different with a different combination of your color. So right now if I want to give it here as gray, so this particular section will look gray. Now if I give over here this row as this row BG color is equal to red, if I'm giving for this row BG color is equal to red, so I can see it has changed to red. So you can see the row data is changing. So that's why it is appended into that row. That's why that color has become red. Similarly, you can keep changing your background color of a specific row or a specific data, and you can enhance your data as well. So if I try to give TD row span is equal to 2 and I want to give that BG color is equal to green, and we run to see what it gives me an output. So you can see a specific column can also be highlighted in a different color. So depending on your requirement, wherever you need, just give BG color equal to a specific color. And we had very well learned when we learned body tag attributes, in which we learned with body BG color and background image you can give. So in BG color, we learned that we can give direct values like red, yellow, green, blue, or we can give RGB values, or we can give a hash values as well, hexadecimal values as well. So you can give those values also if you want a specific color combination. Tag attribute, where I mentioned about formatting tags as well as one of my videos. So you can go and refer that. Otherwise, you can check the card which is popping out where you can see about formatting tags as well. So this is about your table. Now I had also told you can increase your border depending on your need. So right now if I give my table border equal to 10, What is the difference? You can see the border width has increased. So it gives you a look which is like a 3D image. If you want it more, you can do that. So you can keep changing your table look by giving a specific border width for it. So my border is keep on increasing. So that's why the look is coming like a 3D view for it. So this is what is all about table tag and all its attributes. Hope you liked my video. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.